Hello and welcome back to episode 8 of Savage Lands. I think it's episode 8. We've got a lot of stuff to get on to before we actually head out today, so I just wanted to bring up the wolf armor. I was a little bit derogatory in my compliments of it the previous episode with regards to how effective it actually was, and when I actually looked at the numbers, it's equal in damage reduction to the steel armor, and it gives you a huge boost on encumbrance, a good boost on warmth at the cost of the durability. So it's certainly worth wearing this armor after you've finished fighting the frost giant or the ice giant. So I highly recommend crafting this stuff and keeping it on, and just swapping out the chest plate, because the chest plate's the only one that doesn't give you an equal amount of damage reduction. So that's definitely worth doing. The other thing I wanted to go over was that because I needed to accomplish so much stuff between episodes, I ended up already putting down all the crafting stuff and all the chests that I need for all my gear. And if we come up here, I'm not sure how well you can see it in the dark, but we've got some more stuff up here. I don't think I bothered putting anything up on the top floor. No, I did not. Okay, so it looks like dawn is coming. Excellent. So we're just about ready to head out. So there's just a couple other things that I wanted to point out. The first one is a dragon forge. So that's the only thing that you haven't seen crafted yet, and therefore that's the only one I didn't finish off crafting. So if we start from the right hand side, those Inferno Stones, I showed you where to get them. On a side note, you will also need them for crafting the silver armor here, and also for crafting the gold armor. So I believe if we just have a quick look in here, I just want to go down to the gold armor before we're going to craft it before we leave today. So you need more Inferno Stone shards there. I'll show you where to get them. The wolf souls are acquired from killing either the Chilkoot the Devourer, will give you some every now and then. And if you go out at night time on the fourth island and the second island, you'll see ghost wolves floating around. If you fight one of them, you'll get a soul from them. So that's worth noting. The other thing that is of note is the what is that stuff there called? I think it's called spirit wood or something along those lines. The logs that you can see there next to Blood of the Brood, that is acquired from fighting the giants themselves. So 3 of the 4 giants will drop one of those, so you will need to go back and fight another giant just to get that 4th bit of wood. My recommendation is to grab your crystal spirit armor and go and fight Thumb, the spirit one, because he's the easiest one to fight, and he will not only drop that. So there's 2 good reasons. He'll not only drop that, he'll also drop the soul remnants, and you'll need a lot of those in order to craft, what was it? Hang on. Let me just go back in there. In order to craft this, the Draconic Essence. So you'll need plenty of soul remnants for that, and I'll go on the other bit. I think, yeah, so Blood of the Brood is acquired from fighting. You'll see the, hang on, it's probably quicker for me just to show you in the book here. Back. So these guys here, the Kalut, these guys are on the 4th island here, and they will drop Blood of the Brood every now and then. Not every drop, but every now and then. So you'll need to fight a bunch of those, and then we've got the Draconic Essence there next to the silver bars. That is probably going to be the hardest one to get and the most time consuming. The only creatures that you can get the required component off is the Grinfill. So you need putrid Grinfill heart, and you need, I think, about 6 of those in order to get all the things that we need crafted, because I believe, yeah, you need it for the golden armor as well. Okay, so I think that just about covers everything. I don't think I'm forgetting anything here. So I'll just quickly finish that off, and now we have the forge, and I think I've gone through all the items that I needed to. We also need to fight Lycor and get his golden reaver. You'll also see him in the bestiary. We carry along here. There's Lycor. I'll see if I can get him to spawn. If I can't, I will show you where he is. You'll need to fight him twice in order to get the 2 golden reavers to make it nice and easy for you to beat the dragon in the next episode. Okay, I think that's about everything. So we should be just about right to head out. I'll just quickly see if we can craft everything. So we need the boots. Where the rest of the stuff go? Is it all down here? It is too. Okay. You. Excellent. Okay, so I'm not going to put on all the golden items at the moment because I want to show you just how good the wolf boots and arm guards are, but we will still need to do a couple of gold swords. This isn't strictly speaking necessary. You can probably fight Lycor with Wolfsbane and the Frostborn. I forgot to mention, I also got Frostborn off the first boss that I fought when we first got into the 3rd realm. So that guy that drops the rune that allows you to open up the portal to where Grot the Ice Giant is, he dropped that Frostborn. So if you do get that, I highly recommend equipping it before you go and fight him. I didn't, and I think I paid for it. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 of those, and you also need the Radiant Gem Fragments. I also showed you where to get those from. Okay, so we've got partly gold gear on, so it's probably not a very good representation that we've got going on here in terms of damage protection that I wanted to show off with the armor. So you can see these guys give pretty good. Yeah, so you didn't drop Blood of the Brood on that one, but I'm just going to head off and show you guys where all the silver and gold is that you're going to need to harvest now. So this is the portal where you first come through, and if I find a Grinful, I'm going to show you how to fight them as well, because they are actually rather tricky to fight. Well, not tricky, but if you get caught out, they will wreck your day. They have an attack animation. If you come at them, let them start the animation, then run up beside them and start fighting them, you'll be fine. But if they catch you in the front, you will have a bad day. So this is the first silver ore, so you just come around, like you can see, straight from around the side there. I'm not going to harvest it because I don't need it, but I do need the gold. So here's some coal. Okay, just grab all the coal and we'll just get some gold here. Excellent. So I've crafted all the gold stuff, but because we have to fight Lycor twice, we're going to need gold armor to do that. And you don't want to be fighting the dragon with worn armor. I highly recommend just topping up all the durability on the armor. Okay, so we come around the side here. Here's the next lot. Excellent. Okay, and what else have we got over here? Just jump out here. We need some more coal as well. I also recommend if you find iron ore on here, grab the iron ore as well. Show you where a couple of those are, because you're going to need them. You need to craft about 100 to 200 iron arrows and craft the iron bow as well. So if we come around the back, here's another silver one that I don't need, so I'm not going to grab it, but I just want to show you guys. You need a lot of silver to start with because you need to craft all the silver gear, and then you need to craft... Geez, these hills are really, really frustrating. Can I even get up here? This is probably the first time I've ever had trouble getting up this hill. Okay, just grab this iron here. Okay, because we need to craft a lot of bows and things to... So we need to craft the iron bow and a bunch of iron arrows in order to take out the dragon. Just come along the side here. and I'll show you where we are in a second. You should be able to figure it out, but this is a loop that I do. What was I talking about earlier? I think it was about the silver, the amount of silver that you need, because you also need to craft you need 6 blocks roughly, I think, for the Dragon Forge plus the armor, so you need a lot of silver. So you're going to need at least 3 days worth, I think, to grab enough. So that's where our base is, just there. That's the portal where you come through, so you just head off this way if you want to take a shortcut. I'm just going to grab some more iron. I just want to make sure I've got enough for the arrows that I'm going to need tomorrow when I fight the dragon. Okay, and there's another iron ore over there. I'm not going to worry about that one right now. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick look around and see if we can see a Grinfill floating around. I really would like to show you guys how to fight one of those. They are very easy to fight once you've got the hang of them. It's just learning that attack animation and making sure you're stuck around the side of them, rather than getting in front. Once they finish, they do three swoops and then they start again, or they'll turn around and start fighting you. At that point you just want to start circling them. So if we head off around the side here, I've come too far. There it is. So there's another silver one. I'm showing you these ones because they're very difficult to find. They blend in so well. And then if we come around the side here, just run along over here. And there should be some more silver and some more gold. There's a little cave over here. And if we come inside the cave, you'll see another night bloom flower if you want it, and some more gold ore. Okay, and I do recommend harvesting the gold at the same time as the silver. It just saves you coming back and doing it again. And I'm still using my steel hammer because it's only a little bit slower. Here we go, and that's just the last silver node there. Yeah, the steel hammer is just a little bit slower, and it's so cheap to repair that I really don't see the point in crafting the silver or gold hammer unless you intend to use it for fighting, because they're quite expensive to repair when you compare it with the steel stuff. Okay, so if we come along up here, getting Lycor to spawn, I think it is specific to the time of day. So I think it sort of happens towards the end of the day. So I don't think he's going to pop up just yet, but I just want to come in here and show you. So if we come down, that's the pathway there. I've been over here, and I've seen the notification pop up on the left-hand corner there, bottom left-hand corner. And so you can be all the way out here and see that Lycor is sensed your presence, or whatever it is that he says. So we just come along in here. It can look a bit threatening here, but if we scoot through to the side here, some more frost fern, always grab that because it's useful for my bandages. If we come in through the side tunnel here, there's no monsters spawning up around here, I think. And this is where we're going to be fighting, coming to summon the dragon that we're fighting. So that's a set point. We're going to hit that before we begin the fight. And then if we come along here, just run up here. This is the gong that will summon him, but first we will need to craft the Heart of Tarvis, which I think that's one of the things I was supposed to show you and I forgot. Lycor is down in the pit. Usually he spawns down there, so we will go down there to fight him. Like I said, we need to fight him twice for the gold reavers. This step isn't crucial. Okay, once you've crafted the gold swords, you can easily get by with just the gold swords, a steel bow and steel arrows, and the appropriate healing paraphernalia that you'll need. But it just makes your job that much easier because obviously you're getting better DPS. Okay, so I'm just going to come around the back here because there's another gold. Whoop! I'm not sure if I can beat him, but I'll give him a go. I'll get stuck. Oh well, too bad. If we run up round the side here, I do want to put my golden armor on before I start fighting any of these furies, because I think they might ruin my day. You can see they're already giving me a bit of grief. Usually, if I'm farming Lycor, I usually just come around here and just start smacking on these guys all day, just for something to do. Sometimes you can get drops off them, and sometimes it's like this. Is just you can hit E or Q all you like, you're not going to get anything off them. So you don't have to harvest this gold one. You're going to get enough just sticking to the silver and gold route that I just showed you before. But you can come here and grab this one if you're feeling like it, and just run off out there once you've harvested it. You don't want to take on any of these furies before you've got either silver or gold armor, unless you like running away and healing every now and then. Okay, so I'm going to hang around here and just see if I can get him to spawn, but before I do that, I definitely want to chuck on these guys, because even though they don't give me the minus encumbrance, they do give a much higher damage rate. So that's what you want to fight the dragon with if you're not going to do this and harvest the Reaver. Where else are we? We want the boots. Okay, yeah, so these give better encumbrance than well, some of them do, I think. So I can still move around pretty good with this stuff on. I'm just going to pop down and fight these guys and see if Lycor spawns. So he's facing the opposite way to me and he still managed to hit me. Okay, yeah, I think it is definitely related to the time of the day. So I think I'll just heal up. So I think I'm just going to hang around here, and when he spawns in, I'll cut back in. I think it's related to the time of the day. If it doesn't, then I'm going to be a little bit of trouble here, because I'm not sure if you have to fight all of the guards that pop in there as well, or if you can just get by on waiting for him to spawn in. But we'll just see. I'm just going to hang around here and just see if I can get him to spawn in, and if he pops in, then obviously I'll cut back in. Okay, so unfortunately it does not look like he spawns the first time you come in through this way, so I probably should have come in here the other day first. It looks like this might be the same sort of situation I had with Rysynth on the first island, where the first time you discover it, she does not spawn, or it could simply be that he does not spawn every day. Maybe you need to read the note first, I'm not sure, but either way, he hasn't popped up, so there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. So I'm just going to have to head back to base, and then we can quickly go over the other things that you need to know before we fight Lycor. I'm a little bit frustrated about that though. It would have been nice to show you guys a Grinfell, and also how to fight Lycor as well. But I may have to do another, I didn't really want to do another episode, I wanted to just head straight into the dragon fight, but I might have to do another short episode just where I can find him and maybe a Grinfell as well, and just show that fight. It might just be a quick cuppa 5-10 minute video or something like that, maybe just in between. We'll just see how it goes. But like I said, you have to fight him twice, and that's where he spawns, where I was. If you hang out there, he does spawn towards the end of the day each time he has spawned for me, and I've seen it happen even when I haven't fought him. I've seen it spawn there multiple times, just when I'm cruising around that area. So he does spawn in that area sometimes, obviously not every day. which is, like I said, a bit frustrating. So before I leave, I just want to let you know that you want to have, if we come over here, this is the potion that I recommend having crafted. So I've got 15, and that should be more than enough to fight the dragon with. These are all the items that you're going to need to harvest for it. And the reason why I recommend this potion is you only need one slot on your belt, and you have your hunger taken care of, your health taken care of, and this potion actually does cure poison and cure disease. So this one will keep you sorted out right throughout that dragon fight. When you get hit by those, you saw those little guys down in the dragon pit there that poison you, they will hit you constantly, and they just keep respawning in. So I don't really see any point in fighting them off. It's better just to have this potion on your belt. The other thing is, where are we at here? I just want to find. So you want at least 100 to 200 of these arrows, and obviously the bow, because the armor, the golden armor, won't hold up through the whole fight. So you're going to find, see, look, just from the fighting I've done today, and I haven't even fought anyone that difficult, you can see that the durability is already significantly reduced just from fighting those furies. And I haven't even fought Lycor yet to get the Reaver. So I need to fight him twice, then I'll need to repair all of this, get it fully repaired before I take on the dragon. So the morning you take on the dragon, you want to make sure you got enough gold, enough things that you need to repair. We'll just have a quick look. Yes, you want to keep your gold ore before you start repairing, just in case. Yeah, so all these guys need the actual bars. It's just a sword that needs the ore, but you won't be using these swords anyway, so that's irrelevant. Okay, so I hope that helps, and once again I am a little bit frustrated at my inability to show you a couple of the monsters that you do need to fight. I recommend being careful if you come out here in the evening, because the Grinfell are really quite difficult to fight in the dark. You might find you take on a monster out here, and they'll come up behind you and they'll just wreck you if they get that attack animation started. Like I said, it's easy to dodge, but it will take you out if you get caught up in it. Okay, and what else? I swear there was something else that I wanted to mention. Yes, that's right. Just quickly going over the houses. So I've put this keep up. The one I had on my last playthrough, I used a gathering hall, which is much easier to fit all the items. You can fit everything in on the ground floor, and you've got plenty of space to move around in. So if you want to build that instead, you can. But I did have to harvest a few trees just to make room for it. Okay, so you can put that down, and if you go the route where you like to have all your crafting gear outside, then you will need to make sure you harvest plenty of sticks and cloth, so that you can build a wall around your crafting gear, so that you can, the main reason for all of that is so that you can craft and work out what you need to have in peace and quiet without getting hit in the back every 5 seconds by a monster, because these guys spawn constantly and you won't get anything done. So it's better just to have a setup like this, where you've got a safe space to think through what you want to accomplish, and go through all your crafting gears, do your inventory sorting. Okay, so the next episode is either going to be fighting the dragon, or I'm going to do a quick showcase of Lycor, just so you can see him. Although he's just a fury like the one you already saw me fight, he's just higher health and much harder. You will need to stop and heal yourself part way through that fight, most likely. But you'll need to fight him twice. Yeah, what else? Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, so thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll either see you fighting the dragon in the next episode, or taking on Lycor. I haven't decided yet, but you should know everything you need to know now in order to fight the dragon. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. You guys take care.